It can be hard knowing what to do when you retire. That's why I'm lucky I have brewing. Hi, my name is Sean Phillips, and I'm the founder of Spencer Devon Brewing. In April of 2014, I retired as a Major from the United States Marine Corps after 24 years of service. When I retired, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with myself: make beer. I've been brewing beer for several years now, which all started when I was stationed in Monterey and visited a vineyard. During that visit, we spoke with the vintner and discovered the intricacies of the process and the artistry of the craft. Everything that goes into making something so special and distinct that people can't help but notice the subtle nuances of the flavor. It was such an impactful visit that I began to read and discover as much as I could, and along the way, my wife and I became increasingly aware of our palates. Shortly thereafter, we were stationed near Fredericksburg. And of course, I did some basic research on my new home before I got here, and included this time in our research breweries. And no joke, the day my plane landed, I dropped my stuff and immediately headed over to Blue and Gray Brewing. When I got there, I honestly think that the place was closed, but there was a guy in the back sweeping up, and I told him that I had heard that they did beer tasting. He kind of stood there for a second, but then realized I was serious and began pouring some samples. But more importantly, he began talking about the beer. That's when my eyes were open again. He took the time to explain to me the subtle differences in what I was tasting and how it would be affecting my palate. And I could honestly really taste what he was describing. It was absolutely amazing to me. These notes of flavor were coming through with such delicate and precise balance that I was instantly hooked. My wife and I started going to Blue and Gray a lot, helping with customers, doing tastings and tours, and volunteering for as many beer festivals as possible. We really began to love not only the craft, but the people that were involved in it. We became enamored with the community, the culture. We loved it. And that brings us to now. As you can see, I'm sitting in a building, my building. This is the future site of Spencer Devon Brewing. About 6,000 square feet of space located in downtown Fredericksburg, just off of George Street, and this is my dream. From the moment we first walked the streets of Fredericksburg, my wife and I have loved it. The more we are involved and explore, the more we love it. The community is amazing, and we intend to grow in and with it through community crafted beer. We will offer 4 staples up front that I've developed over the years: a Pilsner, a Brown, an IPA, and a Milk Stout. The rest of the recipes will be developed with the community. We'll have members of the community involved in the recipe development, pilot brewing, and ultimately drinking what truly will be Fredericksburg's beer. Not only will we brew Fredericksburg's beer, but a portion of the space is dedicated to a full kitchen and dining room. Our executive chef will design recipes around our beer and use community procured ingredients. We'll look to our local farmers for our ingredients, and in so doing, give back to the community. Not because it's my dream, but because I believe in the community. I believe in Fredericksburg. I believe that the community wants this. So much so that I've invested all of our life savings into trying to make this become a reality. But I refuse to cut corners. We as a community deserve to not cut corners, and that's why this video exists. I am not one to ask for help, especially financially, but I also believe with my heart and soul that in order to get Spencer Devon Brewing up and running, it's going to take some help. We've been working day and night to move this along, but as with any large undertaking, things come up. Like an onion, the more layers we pull back, the more issues become apparent. We need your help. Fredericksburg needs your help. Sure, some of you out there right now are watching this video and thinking to yourself, I've never been to Fredericksburg, so why should I help? But that's one of the things I love about community-based concept. The word community doesn't just extend to your neighbors and friends, it's a vastly larger concept. Anyone that has ever brewed a beer or even drank a craft beer knows that it's larger than that. Craft brewing is a family. It's a community in and of itself. One successful craft brewery paves the road for another. It creates an awareness and a kinship among its fans and constantly brings new family members into the fold. This is why it's so incredibly important that not only Spencer Devon become a mainstay in Fredericksburg, but that craft brewing is, as an art form, be supported. After all, it takes a village to raise a beer. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to sharing Fredericksburg's beer with you real soon.